This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hi guys, welcome back to another speed build in a Sims 4. I'm Kiko Builds, and for today's video we are building a castle with the latest kit that came out for the Sims 4. That is the Castle Estate kit. And we're building this in Windenburg on 64 by 64 lot. And funnily enough, I started building this, and when I was midway through, I realized that I didn't have enough space, and that's when I realized I wasn't it on a 64 by 64 lot. I thought that was on a smaller lot, but yeah. Anyway, I'm so happy to be able to build this today for you guys. I had so much fun building this, and this is a huge castle. So the video of today, we are only doing the exterior of this castle. I'm still debating on what I'm gonna do for the interior. Yes, I have finally decided that I will furnish it because I really do love putting builds out there for the players and for you to be able to play in there. So I really want to furnish the interior, but this will take a long time. So the shell of this build, I mean all the exterior, the finished result of today's video will be available on the gallery as usual under my ID Kikwa_builds, and at a later time when I will be finished with the entire furnishing of the interior, the fully furnished version will also be available on the gallery at Kikwa_builds on the gallery. And also I also always share the tray files down below in the description box, and you will find them as well in the description box. But I think I will make a second video for the furnishing as well of this build, and I will talk to you a little bit later on in this video about what I want to do for the interior. Not too sure yet. I have many options available. You will be able to comment down below what you would prefer for me to do for the interior. So for this build, as you can see, it's a huge build. As I was saying, what I started to do is that I started with the shell. I didn't have anything planned really. I just looked at different pictures on Pinterest, and I saw many things that I really liked. The vibe of those castles that look like Mediterranean castles with a lot of ivies growing on the walls, ivies and vines, and that's what I wanted. And so I went in game. Didn't have any shape in mind, but I just knew that I wanted something that wasn't symmetrical. So that's why I made a part that was diagonal and another part that was kind of straight, and really tried not to make it too symmetrical but have some symmetry with the towers, the round towers that you can see here and there with the curved walls. I also because we are supposed to be in the past, at least for the exterior of the build, we are supposed to be in the past, so I had to place the stables. I love the little stables that I placed there as well. And as you can see, everything is just blank because I started building this before we got the kit. And then once we got the kit, I did the shell, I did some of the landscaping, and then once I got the pack, I continued the build, and I started with the wallpaper. I really love the brick walls that we get. We have some swatches that are dirty. I love the arches and the doors, and also the windows. I really love the windows. Many options with the windows, and something that I didn't like, as you can see on screen, is that I couldn't place any windows on the curved walls. The only ones that fitted were the tiny ones. Thank God there was at least one window that fitted. And so on the curved on the towers, on the round towers, I had to place the the tiny windows. And as you can see here, I got rid of one of the round towers because it didn't mesh well with the diagonal walls. So I had also a round tower on the diagonal part of the castle, but it didn't, the walls didn't cross, so the rooms were kind of wide open. I didn't like the glitch. I couldn't work around it, so I had to delete the round tower and make kind of an octagonal one. And I really like it because it looks like the part of this part of the castle is really different. I also deleted the roof that is on top of the octagonal tower, and so I'm really happy with how it turned out in the end for this part of the castle. And I was saying I really love the windows. What I love with the windows is that they all fit together. If you decide to line them up vertically, they have the same width, so you can make kind of huge windows that go from the very bottom floor to the very top of floor, and I really love that. Although we don't have many items that came with this pack, with this kit, really we don't have many items, but I really like the items that we got. I mean, the windows are gorgeous. I love the eaves, or the friezes that go on top of the walls. Yeah, I don't remember the name of that. I think they are called friezes, I think. But yeah, anyway, I love them because we have so many beautiful ornaments. Oh, and while I'm talking to you, I realized that I forgot to place the crests, because we have crests also that came with it. We have also gargoyles, and I also love the fences, of course. As you can see, the fences that I placed on top of the tower, the octagonal tower, and on top of some parts of the building. I also placed roofs. So usually I'm very conservative when it comes to architecture, and I only when I build, let's say I want to build kind of a medieval castle, I will build a strictly medieval castle, and with no architectural discrepancies, some things that come from different time periods. But here I just wanted to build something that looked cool, that looked a little fancy, that came from out of my imagination. So we have the towers. You see the part of the castle that on the left hand side with the octagonal tower and the fences on top of the tower, on top of the building. This looks really like a medieval castle. But for the other part with the roofings, and also I went and added some chimneys. They are not really medieval, but we don't really care because this is kind of a fantasy castle, if you want, if I may say, something that came out of my imagination. But yeah, now you're seeing the stables where I'm placing some hay here and there, and also some grass for the horses to be able to eat. And I also went in the gallery and added a carriage because I really wanted the exterior of this build to look like we are really in the past. Like, we don't have cars, we don't have anything of the sorts, any technology. So I went back and added a little carriage, and you will see the name of the creator on the screen when I'm placing the carriage. I think I don't know how to really pronounce their name, but they have some cool little creations on the gallery, and I really appreciate it. I really liked it, so I placed it. I got rid of the little toy horse that was in front of the carriage, and they actually scaled it up. and I got rid of it. But if you don't have the horse wrench back, you can actually go back and take the little toy. It's actually in the toys section, and add back this little horsey there. Now you're seeing me placing all the plants and the ivies, the trellis, and also the vines that grow on the walls. And I love this is my favorite part, getting the walls, dressing the walls with all those greenery. And I really love it because it sets, like, it's really the vibes that I wanted for this castle, and I really love it. I really like it. So as I said, for the exterior of this build, I wanted it to be really, when you look at this build from the outside and you look at the landscaping and everything that's outside, you think that you're really in the past. That's what I wanted for this build. But when it comes to the interior, because we are in The Sims 4 and we are actually living in the modern days, so I think when I will be furnishing this huge castle, I will be furnishing with modern amenities, obviously, because I want the players to have the best experience. So yeah. And this is where I'm talking about, I'm going to talk about the different options that I have, that I have for the furnishing. So I haven't decided yet, and I don't know. I don't know what you prefer. I might do a poll for that, because I could furnish it with, like, it's for just one family, one wealthy family, one big wealthy family that lives here, with their horses and everything. Or option 2, this was option 1. Option 2 would be I make it into a multi-family dwelling, and this is, I think I'm most excited for this one. And this one would be, it's like this castle, this huge castle has been converted into kind of a condo complex of some sort, and we have kind of luxury apartments in there, and you have many people living there, multi-families, many families. I think I'm most excited about this second option, but you can comment down below what you prefer. Option 1 would be it's just one wealthy family that lives here. Option 2 will be a multi family dwelling, like a condo complex or an apartment complex, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And I'm very excited to furnish the interior and to actually finish this. I think this will be, I will try to do it as fast as possible to be able to give you guys the fully furnished version in an acceptable amount of time. Now we're back in the gardens, and I'm doing a little area here with the items that came with the romantic garden stuff bag, and I think it's perfect for a build like this. Whenever I'm building a castle, I always use those items. I mean, this is my third castle actually. This is the third time that I'm building a castle in The Sims 4. But yeah, I love using those when I build a castle. I think they're perfect for this castle estate kit. And I also use the swatch for these items that match the colors of the walls, the exterior walls of this castle. And also but continuing on the landscaping of this little pond here. I don't know if I talked to you about this pond yet. Yes, I don't know, I'm not sure, but yeah, anyway, I placed a a fishing sign. That's something that I usually do when I place a pond in my builds. I place the fishing sign with the pre-stoked fishing sign. So you have the pond that is pre-stoked with whatever fish you want, so your Sims can fish whatever fish they want to fish in this pond. If you don't like that, you can just take out the fishing pond and put the other one that doesn't come pre-stocked. But yeah, anyway, now we are at the back of the castle, and as I've already said in many of my builds, I love to have a body of water in my builds. We have the pond already, but I really wanted for them to have a swimming pool, because I love a swimming pool in my builds. I love the swimming actually activity in The Sims 4, and because we are supposed to be in ancient times for the exterior, I mean, of this castle, so we don't want to break, I mean, that vibe and that atmosphere of the ancient times. So I had to disguise this swimming pool into a natural pond, and for this, the thing that I usually do is I place those rocks that come from the debug items with the base game and with many other packs as well. So you place them at the bottom of the pool, you raise them up with the control and the 9 keys, and so that you can hide the edges of the pool. So that's what I did, and I also kind of landscaped the bottom of the swimming pool for it to look really like a pond and a natural pool, a natural pond where your Sims can swim. And you can also totally place a fishing sign. That's what I used to do when we didn't have before we got the pond tool in The Sims 4. Now you're seeing my little sim playtesting it, so it's completely functional. I also placed some little fish with the waterworks, and finishing with some greenery at the back, landscaping the backyard. I realized the backyard is very tiny as compared to the front yard of this castle, and I didn't realize until I came to actually place the wall all around the backyard in this castle. But I couldn't really leave it open because it didn't make sense to me to leave the backyard open, since I placed kind of this huge gate that comes to enter actually the castle. I don't know if you remember, I scaled up a gate, and so when you enter to go into the backyard through this gate, it wouldn't make sense if the backyard is not fenced in by this wall. But yeah, anyway, here again doing a little area where your Sims can enjoy the nice weather and their nice life in this castle estate with the items from the romantic garden, and it's still perfect. Still is perfect, and I love this statue. This is my favorite statue of this game. But yeah, I think we are almost at the end of this video of the suite build. Actually, you will have, of course, a little tour of the lot, the rolling screenshots, and yada yada at the end of the video as usual. But yeah, I think for the rest of the backyard, I just, on the other side of the backyard, I just placed a couple of trees or something like that. And I think maybe when I will be furnishing the interior, I will maybe take care of that other part of the backyard. Maybe I think so, definitely, because I think it will fit into my stories when I have more stories to tell. I tell myself stories when I actually furnish interior of a build. But yeah, we are at the end of the video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you for the next part of this video, that will be the furnishing of the interior. Hope to see you next time, and in the meantime, take care. Bye.